Well, good morning. This is Plant Smart Living with Farmer Fred. Really glad you could join me today out here in the vegetable garden. You know, it's a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania, Zone 6. Our frost date was a couple days ago, and so it's time to plant these warm weather crops, and so today I wanted to share some tips and ideas with you on how to plant Revolution sweet bell peppers in your garden. And this is what they look like. So thanks for joining me today out here in the vegetable garden. Well, behind every seed pack there's a label, and they always have some helpful information here. So let's take a second and read these. It says the Revolution green pepper is a large, blocky, thick-walled peppers and matures from green to red, and you get high yields. And if you leave your pepper on long enough on the plant, they'll eventually turn red. And it matures in 70 to 75 days. And the spacing is anywhere from 18 to 30 inches apart. And rows you could have 30 inches apart. But I'm going to be planting these in my 6 mil polyethylene plastic. Behind me in my 18-foot by 30-foot raised garden bed. And in the plastic, it's really been beneficial for me. The plants love warm feet. The peppers and tomatoes. And so, the black plastic, it helps hold in soil moisture, it suppresses the weeds, and it also warms the soil up, and so the black plastic sheathing, it lasts me about 3 to 4 years on my garden. And so I'm going to be planting these right behind me, so let's get started. So I had already worked through my soil, loosened it up with my garden fork. What I did is I folded back the plastic and then added my alfalfa pellets, and it's a good slow release fertilizer for your soil. And this is a market pack here, and it cost me $1.60 for these peppers. And so this year, whereas every year, I really enjoy trying and experimenting with different plants out in the vegetable garden. So I have 3 different varieties of peppers that I'm planting this year. But anyhow, I have like a 6-inch by 6-inch hole in each of these where I'm going to be planting each of these. And it's always good to pull out the plant and inspect it, make sure it's not root bound, or choked out by too many roots by being in the market pack for too long. And so I'm just simply going to use my hand. You could certainly use a trowel if you have a trowel. And then just work along here, getting these planted. Again, something really easy to do. These are nice hardy plants. They're nice and short. They have a nice thick stem on them. And so I have 2 more to go here. Sometimes if these are hard to pull out of the pack, you might want to use a pair of scissors to cut them out. And we're going to have some nice weather this week here in Pennsylvania. There's going to be a lot of sun, and so these plants are really going to thrive. And so you just want to make sure you water them in really well. I also have an irrigation system under this plastic. I use a 1/2-inch PVC conduit, and I drill 16th-inch holes in there about 10 inches apart. And so the system works out really well. So anyhow, that's about what it takes to plant these peppers in your garden. Something really easy to do, and let me encourage you to think about planting a lot of peppers in your garden because you get a great harvest from them. Well, anyhow, I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any tips and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the section below. And you can also visit us at plantsmartliving.com, and there you can learn more about gardening and also how you can reclaim your health by adopting a whole food, plant-based lifestyle. Well, anyhow, I hope you have a wonderful day today. So until next time, this is Plant Smart Living with Farmer Fred.